sick.
I'd say with the wheels. Wheels. Yeah.
$7 difference.
It's worth it.
Of course, Mossa gets fastest lap.
Would you expect anything less?
What did I get? Oh, I got second, boys.
No.
Hey. That's my boy.
Getting on the podium. First lap, do I send it? First corner.
Please don't.
Be funny.
All right.
Just crash into Mossa so someone else can win.
Fresh link is in.
Damn. Yeah, I'll make sure to go spectator after this. After this lap. After this race. I'm the only one in Crash's file that he doesn't have anything on. Other than I'm on Aussie.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
We do that to take the piss. we don't actually like say that as like a true like,
chant or whatever.
Yeah. We more do it like as just a piss take.
Oh, there we go. And the viewers are coming in now. A couple of my boys. There's actually a few people in today for the pre-race race.
Yeah,
what, as in drivers or viewers?
Yeah, drivers. Viewers were at 5, which is what I thought we'd cap out all of last race, but we did 3 times that, so that's pretty solid. Oh, there we go. Oh, someone DNF already. Man, Monster can move, eh?
Yeah, he can.
Does he race wheel or is he controller?
I think he's on a wheel.
He changes.
Oh, he does change?
Wow.
Damn, I'm already into the wall.
At least you're representing the Williams. Oh, 15 minutes until. Okay, everyone in chat right now, for all those who are new, I'm going to send in the current driver standings, or constructor standings. And then as well with the drivers.
Oh.
Are they crashing out or are they leaving?
Oh, I'm seeing retired, and then I'm seeing left. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, static. Got some people on your butt.
I know.
No, it's pronounced Reno. So pork chops with Alpha picking up Enrique. The points still stay for Mercedes, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
'cause-
he was with Mercedes for the first race.
Yeah, okay. That I was 90% sure on. Now, with Alpha, did they have a choice between other drivers, or were they defaulted to Enrique?
It was the first person in the reserve pool had the option to take the seat or stay a reserve, and he opted to stay a reserve, so then it went to the next person.
Oh, who
in
chose
line.
to stay to reserve?
It was Luce Trustwalker.
Oh, really?
He is extremely busy with work,
Oh.
so he wasn't able to.
I was gonna say, if you could choose, then I would have chose the suit man, because he actually had a really good race last race.
Right.
But yes, yeah, that's fair though, for guys who join first should get the opportunity to be a part of a team before.
Oh,
guys
my wheel
join
fell
behind.
off on the last lap.
Uh-huh.
My racing wheel. Oh god.
Oh, you actually have one? Which one? What kind do you have?
Whichever the PlayStation version of the, I think it's a G29.
I got
Whichever
you.
that PlayStation one is. I had a good last lap tussle with random series. Oh, driver of the day, pork chops again. Hardest charger, 100%.
Just doing what I can, guys. Doing what I can.
You just can't qualify.
No, I can't, for whatever reason. I'm terrible at that.
Yeah. Oh god. Let's go. Spam the chat. I'm trying to get the chat going here. Trying to fire the chat up. We got 12 in so far. Enrique. Oh. Yo, Clogmonger, turn your TV down. Or whatever it is. Okay, cheers. I gotcha.
Oh yeah, I have to go spectate. Hold on. There we go. Almost forgot. Fuck, let's hope I don't breathe into the mic this stream.
I heard that.
How long to restart?
8 minutes. 8 minutes until race.
Do you reckon I can quickly make a smoothie in that time?
100%. Just don't make it
I'm
near
gonna-
your mic.
Oh, no. I'll mute my mic and go do it. I'm in another room to my kitchen, so...
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Will I have enough time?
You just gotta commit. I mean...
Nah, fuck it. I'll do it later.
Oh, we're live.
Gotta lick the stamp. Hey, don't steal Danny Rick. That's my Aussie boy.
Yeah.
My Aussie.
Aussie.
Sorry, I forgot we're live. So who are we missing? We're missing a
JC is
Renault,
one of
and
them.
we're missing a Renault, and we're missing a McLaren.
So we're missing Cam. Cam's here. If you want to do another practice, we could do another practice if we hurry.
You have enough time.
Right, who's in your seat, Clock? Where's Plaster? Oh. Someone tell Plaster to get out of the car.
Yeah, I just messaged him.
Imagine that, eh? Real life. A guy sits into the wrong car and you see Danny
Hey,
Rick
get out of my
rip
car!
out.
Andrew, you're gonna have to get out of the Williams because that's Plaster's.
Now who's in the Williams?
Alright.
Imagine that. Just
Probably better to drive
Perez
a lot
hops
more.
in.
No.
Perez hops in Ricardo's seat. Was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" "I'll just hop in mine, bro. It's all right." So is everyone in?
No,
We're still
missing
missing
two.
two
we have,
people.
we have mistaken youth, and he's not supposed to be in here.
He did that last time too. He really wants to race this guy. Pork Chops is about to bring the hammer down.
Idiot energy.
Yeah, who invited you?
Mistaken youth. Who invited you? That sounds so mean, taken out of context.
Yeah, totally. Alright, that's definitely not enough time for another pre-race. We're gonna run the clock. Yeah, that's what Roman Grosjean says all the time.
Nah, he just says it's Ericsson hit us.
Yeah. Oh god.
Alright, I'm gonna adjust the settings. You're gonna have to repick your cars.
Sounds good.
Easy.
Good luck.
Wait, is the race starting now?
In T-minus 5 minutes. We got a little race debrief we can go through, though.
Okay.
Let's see here. Clogmonger's out of here.
Oh yeah, can you quickly email it to me?
Which one?
Just so I've got it. Whatever debrief you have. Like all the... Do you have it like all in a Word document or something?
I've just got it on Google Docs.
Oh, okay.
Like the best I can do to use email at all.
Sure. Yeah, if you can. If you can't in the time, don't worry about it. But...
I think I tried to. I emailed both separately. Have you checked your email?
Please don't tell me it went to spam again.
You're putting me in spam again.
No, I'm not putting you in spam.
Oh God.
What is what? Did you make sure to send it to the right one this time? And not look.com?
It's @look.com or it's at look. I can't
Wait.
release your email to everyone.
Well, I don't
Okay.
know the first part.
Okay. I'm sending it to you. Yeah, 1 second. I'm sending the email.
Wait, let me just type it to you, just so you know exactly what it
I
is.
sent you the email.
No, that's not even. That's still not it.
No, I sent you. That's not it. I sent it to you on Discord. The email that I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's still not the right one.
Oh, Christ Almighty!
Wait, I'm sending it to you now.
Okay. There you go. Oh, out.
Yes.
So did you never get it from last week when I sent it to you?
No.
You never told me.
I don't think I looked, to be honest.
Okay, you know what? This language barrier, you need to just type things out for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, did we
It's
get
on.
invited to a new lobby?
Yeah, I think we
It's
did.
the same lobby. It's the same lobby.
Oh, but you just sent it out to everyone.
I sent it out to everyone because I don't know who's not in here.
Okay. All right. That's so funny.
Okay, now I've received it.
You should. That's okay. All right. I'm sending you the driver bios now. All right. There we go. We are underway. I will send in the schedule along with the winner of the first race into the chat here for you guys.
We're missing one person.
Oh, cheers, guys. Sorry. I swear I changed that.
Change what?
Race 2 of... just the title on the Twitch stream. MidWest.
Oh, what is it? Oh, is it still race 1?
Yeah. I done goofed it.
Wait, is the link in Discord?
Yes, it is. Okay, there you go. Thank you for letting me know. Ayana Banana 193, much appreciated. Now it's 6:30. We're waiting on all the drivers to come in here. Who are we missing here?
Don't you mean it's 11:30?
Ah, yeah, 6:30 Pacific. I need to work on that. There's so many different time zones here. I'm gonna bring up a time zone map.
It's 11:30 in the morning for me. Let's go. Sucks being the only Australian.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, shit. All right.
Artemis is a Ferrari driver, right?
I have to make
Yes,
a new
yes.
lobby.
What's going
Why
on?
is that?
I can't get the one that I accidentally kicked back in.
Oh. You can't add back after you kick.
Apparently not.
Alright.
Slight
Sorry,
delay.
stream is going to take a second. I guess Pork Chops, if you want to jump out here, then that'll give us Stat and I a little time to do a little pre-race debrief
Yep.
or briefing here.
We'll do it.
Good luck on your race there, man.
Thank you, sir.
And then there were two. Now, there's quite a few new viewers to the channel today here. So, do you have any thing you want to say about last race that may brief everyone up here while I kind of figure some things out on my end?
So I don't know. It was quite a interesting race in the end. A lot of math required.
Yeah.
Time penalties given out to pretty much the whole grid, just with Canada being such an unforgiving track, and I guess all the drivers really pushing their limits. So it was very interesting in the end. Obviously, Random Sirius won the race, but due to time penalties got pushed back to third.
Which ended up being 7, was it? I believe it was 7 3-second time penalties. That dropped him
just about.
way back into third place. And then, as I posted in before, our winner was Brian Mosser, who
actually finished third on track.
Yes, behind Kenny, who finished second on track and then moved back to fourth. It was a lot of movement around and math that Stat and I didn't bother to do and left the game do it for us. But today I have a notepad ready to go for penalties. So hopefully we can stay up to the task and keep everyone as in tune with how the race is actually going as we possibly can.
Yes. Hopefully we can keep that up.
Least time penalties, I believe.
Ooh,
Who that was?
my
Pork
game
Chops.
just crashed.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. If Stat second game crash. Okay, I sent it into the chat here.
Thank you.
Sorry, where was my thought at? Well, we'll just go on to the Hanoi circuit. So Hanoi circuit is a brand new track, street circuit, absolutely littered with walls. So if you do make one mistake, then you could be completely out of the race. If you do make one little clip of a tail or anything, you could be being sent into a wall, and your race will be finished. For those new to the stream who are just watching, the point structure works a little bit different here, as points will be awarded all throughout all 20 drivers, with the winning driver receiving 50 and the driver in 20th receiving 1. And it kind of just works its way all the way down there, and second with 42, third with 35, and so on and so forth.
This is only if you finish at least 90% of the race, though.
Yes. And then there's also an extra point for a hard charger, which is the driver who makes up the most positions from qualifying or from start, and 5 points awarded to fastest lap, which is a different rule than the normal F1 rule set, as the normal F1 rule set is the driver to receive fastest lap, which is 1 extra point, must finish in the top 10, where in the Midwest F1 League, it can be anyone who, as long as they finish the race, pretty much, or 90% of the race, they can receive those 5 extra points, which is something to work for. If you are completely out of the race, you can throw on a nice fresh pair of softs and then just go for it and send it.
As long as you're not risking a place, of course.
Yes, that's true. Now we are 6 minutes past due here. We have everyone in the party just waiting on Mahi Mahi and Bloxham to join their respective teams of Alfa Romeo and Ferrari.
I think we're also missing just... Oh no, we've got all drivers now.
Yeah, it's a 22-man lobby. Someone just backed out now. Mahi Mahi just pieced it. This is unfortunate. Now,
A lot of technical issues.
yes, we were very more on time last week, but just to catch everyone up continually on what happened last race, we had a couple of reserve drivers in the Suit Man who drove for the red Ferrari. Was it? No. Oh, bloody hell.
No, Superman...
He drove for the Alfa Romeo.
Actually, yes.
Yes, he drove for the Alfa Romeo as one of the drivers for the Alfa Romeo was not able to make the race and has since left the league. And Enrique, who is now sitting in that spot, was driving for Mercedes as a reserve driver. But now that Mercedes reserve driver where is he? Nicky, I believe it is. Nicky 64, driving his first race of the season, is now back. But as I was saying before to our almighty powerful leader, Pork Chops, the points that Enrique earned will be rewarded to Mercedes, and he will have to restart his constructor points, and I believe he'll be able to keep his driver championship points though.
Yes, so he will keep his own individual points because he is the driver, but those points also go to Mercedes because he drove for their team. So yeah, he does not carry his points for Mercedes over to the Alphas.
So, and with him finishing 14th last time was not the most amount of points that the Mercedes would hope to have had, as they are now tied in the Constructor Championship with Renault at 62 points, with their number one driver, I guess we can safely say, as Brian Mosser has set himself somewhat, or as one of the top drivers in this fleet, with 55 points with the win and the fastest lap, and then only 7 points were gained from Enrique. So you're hoping that Nicky can bring a little bit more to the table this race.
Oh, certainly. Well, Mercedes will be at, like, their top guns now.
Mm-hmm.
But both Barry and Cam have been quite consistent. Obviously, Cam picking up a podium in Canada, and I don't believe Barry was too far behind him. So
no, I believe Barry also finished in the top 10.
Yeah, so they're both quite consistent so far. It's just about getting that second Mercedes driver to finish a little bit higher, and Mercedes should, I guess, dominate as long as Massa is still up the front.
Yeah, and Barry did finish 6th, so top 10.
Yeah, quite very good points there.
Yes, and with rounding out the top 5 in Random Sirius, who was the race leader for most of the race, he did end up finishing 3rd and kind of needed a little bit more from his teammate in Racing Ginger, which I'm kind of keeping my eye on today, as he started 17th last race and ended 16th. Wasn't really much of a factor at all on the track. I believe he had a spin out or got into a little bit of a scuffle with a driver and just wasn't able to really find his feet. So hopefully that he can provide a little bit more for that Red Bull team today, as we are now on the countdown to start the session. Finally, thank you for all sticking around. We're just 10 minutes past our scheduled time, so we appreciate everyone who is sticking around to listen to what Stat and I have to say about this lovely league that has been created.
I'm quite looking forward to see how MX goes. He is quite a good driver. He's just very unsuccessful in Canada, obviously.
I agree.
He's supposed to be quite a talented driver. So I'm interested to see how he's able to back up his terrible performance in Canada here in Vietnam.
Yes, one of the main notes that I have for him is he needs to drive a cleaner race. He picked up a lot of penalties, and it just which was kind of it was the doing of his own demise, really, as he, I believe, finished around 6th or 7th and then dropped right back to 9th due to it.
Yes. So he's been talking himself up all week. Not in the sense of he's saying he's better than everyone, but it is in the sense of he knows he can do better, and he's really pushing himself to do better.
That's good, especially with that red Ferrari. It's quite the name to carry, and in his teammate finishing in 18 in Ardennes, which is not what you prototypically see in a Ferrari, but with this being equal cars, it is just truly a color.
Yes. It's a name to race under.
Exactly that.
I'm interested to see if Mosser is able to back up his performance in Canada. He was beaten on track by both Kenny and Random Serious, but obviously winning the race in the end. As we have our first lot of cars coming out with a Williams, a Racing Point, a Red Bull, and one of the Mercedes. Now joining him is a McLaren and another Mercedes.
Now, speaking of Random Series, he reading his pre-race questions that he answered for us. He's very specifically said that he has zero confidence in Hanoi, which is, of course, Hanoi, Vietnam, where we're racing today. And he truly thinks that Brian and Cam in the Mercedes and Renault are going to be up at the top for today's race, which is not something you'd expect to hear from a guy who, won the race but ended up dropping down to third. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah, I'm very interested to see, because this is obviously a very unforgiving track if done wrong, but can make up a lot of time if you do it right. Just watching Moss complete his outlap.
I guess we should get on with the race leader here, or the championship leader, we'll say. So we'll jump aboard with him to start. We'll even go directly into the helmet cam here, lovely provided, as he is following his teammate Nicky64.
Some sort of strategy.
Nicky seems to be on the mediums, yeah?
Mediums. Yeah, Nicky on the mediums. He gives a little lap spot out.
Now he's got Random Series in front of him here, Brian Mosser. Oh, he's eclipsed the wall.
Oh, he's hit the wall.
Oh. With
that might be the end of his lap.
Yellow flag here. Let's look at get a full map view here. Need that lap data. Beautiful. Oh, there's a spin out already. Is that Random Series? Random early. That black play
that doesn't look like Random Series.
Yes, it is. Spun out right in front of Brian Mosser as he came down that first leg of that long straight stretch. Seems to be another yellow flag in Sector 1, but nothing too crazy. Still looks like 6 drivers are in the pit. Leading the charge right now seems to be a Williams, but we're going to stay on board with our current champion, Brian Mosser, as he enters the slalom. Flying through turns 13 to 18, 19 into 20. Goes a little bit wide. Keeps good pace. You expect to see him put up a solid lap, maybe not the fastest right away, but something, and he hits that wall
Tim
again.
Lee with so far Brian Mosser, 36.7 with a broken wing.
Smashes him.
Nicky, his teammate, 38.5, almost 2 seconds behind. As JC now sets the fastest lap with a 36.3. Fee-Man putting a 38.8 in. Superman with a 38.9. Clogger with a 39.8. Barry with a 36.5.
There seems to be quite a few drivers who are going out on those mediums right now.
Racing Ginger with a 41.5.
He's on the mediums.
Cam sets the fastest lap so far with a 35.6.
Wow.
Over a second faster than Mossa. Be interesting to see if Monkey Mafia actually sets a qualifying time this time.
Yes, he was very unlucky last time. Yeah, quite a few drivers are on the mediums.
He is out on the track at the moment. Currently on a timed lap.
Who's that,
Enrique,
sorry?
Monkey Mafia is on a timed lap.
Let's jump on him. He didn't really get much air time.
Enrique Pastor Man is now set at 41.4. MX, Enrique's on an invalid lap. MX currently on a timed lap. Let's see how he goes.
Monkey Mafia goes purple in Sector 1. He's got a little bit of traffic in his way in MX Blossom, which seems to slow him up. I don't think he'll make that time back. That's unfortunate. Oh, we have a spin. We have a racing note.
Yeah.
Is that Tim Lee? That is Tim Lee. That's unfortunate. He's still fifth, but he has. It seems like this is the third lap on these soft tires.
Oh, MX hits the wall coming out of, I forget which turn that is, and hits Monkey Mafia on the way through.
Now, you got to believe there should be some bad blood about that because, as I said, I was on board with Monkey Mafia prior, and he went purple in Sector 1, and then coming into that long turn into 7 into 8, he did really slow him down and didn't leave Monkey Mafia to really truly pursue his fastest lap.
Both currently in the pits as well now. Clogger, Fee-Man, and Tim Lee currently on timed laps.
I'm on with Clog, but this is lap 3 with his soft, so I'd imagine he goes into the pits. Yellow
Random
flag in
Series
front of
also.
him. Because I think that's Tim Lee that pulls off to the side. Yes, he does break into the pits.
Random Serious with a purple Sector 1.
I'm on board with him now. He still has yet to set a lap. He did start with the mediums.
Pork Chop's now also on a timed lap.
We still have a couple of cars on mediums in Enrique, Kenny, and Artemis, and also Pork Chops.
Maybe just seeing where they can go with the mediums to help with strategy later on. If they're not happy with where they finish, they might switch over to the softs.
True. Little
There's a
lockup.
lock-up for Random Serious.
Keeps it clean though. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting as many penalties in this race as compared to Canada. There's a lot of chicanes.
No.
You can cut the corner there, where in this situation, corner cutting is just going to kind of run you into a wall. So
Yes. As he comes around the ultimate corner. As he said, second fastest.
There you go. We have a McLaren slowed down.
Currently with a 36.0. Still 0.3 behind.
We have Brian Mosser. Where is he? Back to the penultimate leader. As he goes purple in Sector 1.
Pork Chop's coming around the final corner. Let's see his time. Goes 12th with a 0.3.
Oh, the suit man is lagged out of the session. That's unfortunate. It said that he left session on my screen. Has he? There's a Renault pulled off to the side. It's just to get out of the way. JC seems to have set a pretty solid lap here. It seems to be holding up for so far. With our qualifying is over half over now, there's still 6 drivers who are yet to set a time.
I'm currently on board with Artemis.
I'm following Bloxham here.
Oh, as he hits the wall in the final corner, goes 15th fastest.
Seems to be a spin out by one of the Renaults. And as it was Cam, who now has a mangled wing, along with an Alfa Romeo behind. Is that Mahi? No, that's his teammate in Enrique. As he has a
Enrique has
damaged,
yes,
very damaged
huge
front
damage
wing.
on his wing.
Bloxham still yet to set a lap. I think he needs to. He may be amping himself up a little much. It just seems that's the way he has been driving through this qualifying and into last race as well. Looks like there was a spin out by one of the Williams in turns 7 and 8. As I say, his partner, It's Heavy, goes purple in Sector 1 as well.
Everyone loves Sector 1 at the moment.
Ah, right? Must have been Mosser. Oh, Mosser goes P1, as I say his name.
With a 35.0.
6/10 faster, separated him from
MX
Cam.
come around the final corner, hits the wall again, goes 10th fastest. Cannot get any of these corners 100% right. Kenny sets a purple Sector 1. Monkey Mafia following just behind him. Mahi coming to the end of his timed lap.
Going purple in Sector 1 doesn't seem as exciting as it originally did when we first started this.
No.
Seems just to be average now.
So, you sent a purple Sector 1, okay.
It's Heavy, goes 6th fastest and smokes the wall, losing him some time coming into the final, through the final turn there. I'm on board with Monkey Mafia as he looks to set his first qualifying time of the year.
Mahi goes 7th fastest in the mediums. The fastest time on mediums.
And the suit man has said his brother tipped over the internet router, which is why he disconnected. Quite unfortunate.
Kenny goes 6th fastest.
Monkey Mafia goes 14th. He's on the board.
First laps. So Brian Mosser just absolutely smoking at the moment. JC as well, setting a 35.4 just then.
Oh, so he improves.
He currently sits in second.
Seems to be
Random Sirius also
this.
jumped up 36.0.
There's a Ferrari
so
off track. Sorry. That is Bloxham. Seems to be red barring here. And he's... Oh, he lagged out of the session as well. Bloxham is completely lagged out of the session. That is quite unfortunate. There's 2 drivers down. One with an undisclosed internet problem, and one with his little brother ending his race. Or his qualifying, that is. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get back in. Is that a Racing Point is spun out? I'm going to guess that's Tim Lee. And I'm right. It's Tim Lee. I mean, this guy needs to keep clean. I think he can put up a better...
Oh, yeah. He had way too many problems last race. I think he ended up with about 7 pit stops.
Yeah. He's got damage to his left side of his front wing there. As there's 3 minutes left, drivers are probably going to be getting out there quite soon. We get on board with Nicky here. Currently sitting 10th, going on what I'm assuming to be is a fresh set of mediums, as we have a yellow flag as a Renault seems to let the AlphaTauri pass. Kenny goes out on some mediums. Interesting with how late this is. Maybe he wants to try and slightly improve on his time. But right now he's seeing 2 Renaults sitting 4 and 5.
Random Series also goes second fastest. The 35.47 compared to JC's 35.49.
JC kind of flew under the radar last race. We were kind of more paying attention to MX Bloxham, who finished 1 spot above him, then dropped back.
Yes.
But he seems to have really kind of come out here and wanted to. He may just be his circuit, you never know. But he did finish 8th, so that does give him some credibility into what seems to be a second row start for
definitely.
him. Who just jumped up there? Clogmonger goes 5th in the AlphaTauri. It's heavy on his out. Who's Enrique? Where is he? There he is. Enrique is starting what is set to be his last lap. All who are in the pits don't seem will have a chance at getting around the track to start one more qualifying lap, as there's only 57 seconds left in qualifying. And I believe this track is about 1:30 to get around. Or what am I saying? It's you need a minute 40, a minute 45 to get around, just to be safe, because you don't want to use those tires. And then we have another spin out. Random Sirius has crashed out, as we have another Ferrari over there. I guess that's not MX Bloxham, that'd be Artenis. Artenis spun out coming out of turn 7 there, and is doing a half a dozen K turns to get himself going straight again. So we have a couple drivers coming through. No time changes here yet. All drivers who have just passed the line, as we have an Alfa Romeo come through.
I think everyone on track is on a timed lap.
Yes, and that's it. This time has now ended. We'll try and get on with Barry, who's in behind the Ferrari, who smacks the wall in front of him. And Artenis has retired from the session as well, asking a lot of his mechanics coming in. I believe the last person that's able to put up a lap is Nicky.
Random Sirius and Artenis also, and JC. I don't know if that's backing out or...
Neither do I. I think they might have just crashed out. See if we can get on the board with Nicky here, as he's the last person on track with a valid lap, as he goes purple in sector 2. This is different. He comes through the turns of 13 to 18 through 20 into 21, staying clean through 22. He has to stay off that wall in 23, as he goes 7th fastest to get himself into the 4th row. That is it 2, 4, 6, fourth row. And I believe that's it for qualifying. As it stands now is what we'll be seeing for our grid.
So just another note, Cam put in another fast time and is only 8 or 7 hundredths of a second.
Wow, yeah.
Behind Mosser in qualifying. So those two will definitely be going at it today.
You can do that math. I believe in you. Was it
just over 7.
Yeah. I think 73.
Yes, 73 thousandths of a second.
Yeah. Now, I guess time remaining. All we have is cars in the pit. So as this qualifying session finishes up here, I'd say the real, not surprise, but I'm very impressed with how JC Chase and Cloggers, he came 5th, ahead of his teammate in Kenny.
Yes. Again, I think this is a strong show from the Renault team, qualifying 2nd and 6th overall, but also quite good for the Mercedes finishing 1st and 7th. So it'll be interesting how the teams are able to finish.
And the AlphaTauris had 2 solid finishes there, I believe, with 2 drivers in the front 4 rows. As we get the lineup here.
Yes, with 5th for Clogger and 8th.
So row 3 and 4. The Williams, who really needed to produce something from last race, as they are tied in the Constructors' Championships with dead last.
Interesting fact here, Bloxham and I believe Monkey Mafia have a 5-place penalty.
I see that.
But yes, Monkey Mafia and Bloxham. Both with a 5-position penalty.
Now, the Suitman did
we don't know what
out.
For.
May have been some sort of collision.
Wait, here we go. Collision, yes, for collision. They both receive a 5-place penalty.
The Haas team and the Williams team really need to prove something here, as both are tied for dead last with 10 total constructor points, and I don't think either team had a driver. And the Williams actually collected all 10 of their points from It's Heavy, as he finished in 10th, which is solid finishing, but unfortunately his teammate Plaster wasn't able to contribute to his teammates' total points.
I believe Suitman is back in.
And going off the racing point with JC Chase, Tim Lee, I really strongly feel needs to bring something to this race here. He needs to move up some ranks and get his teammates some points.
And he can purely do that through consistency. If he's able to keep himself out of the wall, keep himself out of incidents,
yes,
he'll at least be able to make up a lot more positions than crashing every few laps and having to come in with the new wings.
Now,
as the session goes to start,
I'm just going to say here, we have surpassed our highest follow as 5 lights come, and the 20 racers stomp their feet to the floor. As it seems like there was a
Renault hasn't moved.
A Renault.
A couple of Haas cars have crashed out at the back.
Seems like Renault was not prepared. Both Haas's sit at the back of the pack as we are on board with Brian Mosser. As there seems
virtual
to be
safety car already.
Virtual, wow. C. Barry, that is unfortunate. You have to imagine he says he's bugged. That is terribly unfortunate for the Renault.
Yeah, after such a good start by the team in general.
It's pork chop and the Suitman as he joined back into the session. As the awful news continues, as Barry has been disqualified for the session for parking on track. Terrible news for the Renault.
Serious blow for the Renault.
That's going to be a lot of weight onto the shoulders of Cam now.
As a Ferrari is spun out at the start of Sector 2. And that's blocks him out of the race.
He is... Bloxham is also DNF'd from the race.
Yes.
I'm trying not to just laugh.
Oh no.
That's terrible.
I love the fact that we were hoping for a much cleaner race this race, but it's already as if we haven't got that at all. As Cam has now dropped to 11th
What happened there?
after being second. I'm not too sure. We'll have to watch the replay later.
As Brian Monster goes fastest with a 150.
Another virtual safety car.
I do believe that Monster's fastest lap of a 150 may hold up for the race. As Artenis picks up a 5-second penalty. Start your pen and paper there, partner. As we have another virtual safety car, as it seems a Ferrari, which would be only now an Artenis.
I believe the Haas also have time penalties.
As we go green, the Haas's and the Ferrari with the one Williams in Plasterman are now exiting the paddock. We have Mosser now at the almost completely 2-second lead. Clogmonger jumps up to second from his original qualifying of 5th. Kenny and Sirius seem to be going wheel to wheel as Kenny gets the better of him.
It'll be interesting to see how tyre strategy goes this race. I believe cars are able to, if they began on the softs, able to get themselves into a one-stop as long as they pull the hards on.
Yes. The Suitman makes somewhat of a
two-stop
risky pass, on Pork Chops, which is his teammate. Pork Chops let go. But yes, I agree. The pit strategy is going to be very interesting here, as there seems to be a lot of the lower field on the mediums to start. Oh, random series
with a 5-second penalty.
That is extremely early. DRS has been enabled now. As Sirius and Cam come into the pits. Cam must have hit the wall there.
We're only 3 laps into a 28-lap race, and we've already had all the drama you could ask for.
And we've only had one full clean lap now, as it looks like the Suitman, I believe I caught him lose a little bit of his wing there. As he goes at Mahi on the left side. Mahi tries to cut him off. I'm on board with Pork Chop here as he cuts the corner trying to make ground on Mahi as he goes into a little bit of a spin. Saves it, goes wide as Mahi comes back at the Suitman, as I believe he'll be getting DRS.
Barry out of the session.
I'm surprised that he stayed in that long. Sorry, Mahi coming in with DRS.
Oh, he was already disqualified.
Suitman goes to defend the inside. Mahi goes to the outside and brakes early as to avoid a collision. The Suitman defending extremely aggressively there. And I believe stewards may have a look at that, as he did change his braking line coming into that hairpin.
Interesting fight between the McLarens and the Alfa Romeos at the moment.
Oh, Enrique, he jumped over Pork Chops there. As we said before, Enrique, with his first race with an Alfa Romeo, and as we're on board with Pork Chop, he spins out. Looks like he's going to try and backtrack to the pit. As it looks like he'll be able to. That is a questionable move.
As we now have a safety car, so it might end up turning alright for him.
That'd be very
helpful. Pork Chop's disqualified, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, he was. He drove backwards. Oh, that's awful.
Oh, no.
That is terrible news. As with the safety car here, I'll cut our first video clip.
Which is interesting.
Monster was pulling away quite a bit
Racing
there.
Ginger tried to stop behind the safety car.
This race is absolutely crazy compared to what
It
we were
is.
getting last race. There's far more. It is action, but it's as if it's inexperienced in a way, as these drivers have played this game a lot and are very experienced with this game, but seem to be making silly mistakes. You can't blame Barry. Blocksham seems to wreck his car on what was a virtual safety car, and then Porkchops tries to cheat the system and go backwards on track to be able to make the pits. Which now, to be fair, who wouldn't try that? But
Yeah.
unfortunately, has left him now with no points in this game, or in this race. Sorry.
And after a very strong showing last race, especially with the amount of positions he was able to make up,
Yeah.
it's now Mosso captures the safety car.
As two of our
After this
drive-through
was a
penalty.
drive-through penalty, speeding in the safety car.
Oh, that's not good.
He's already in last, so
Can't hurt him that bad, I guess. He needs to try and throw the team on his back.
especially with Bloxham out.
As we were saying before, unfortunately for the Renault, as Cam, the only driver representing the Renault yellow in this race, has now dropped back to 10th. Or I guess he's sitting in 10th, and the two Mercedes are now sitting on the top part of the podium and the bottom part of the podium, in first and third.
Yeah, so it is quite it's quite usual seeing the Mercedes dominate every part of F1. And we're very common to seeing
Arsenis with a
that
5 second.
team right up there.
Arsenis with another 5 second.
Artemis cannot get a break here.
No. It's in the situation that he's in right now. You just got to feel all the weight on his shoulders.
Ooh, what was that? Severe collision with Nicky. He
It's heavy.
must have hit the back of him.
He must have. How's his wing? Where's Nicky?
Yeah, his wing's damaged.
Yeah, he has.
He's run into the back of Nicky.
That's quite unfortunate for the Williams, especially being in fourth there. Is he gonna break for the pits?
Yeah, he's going to the pits.
He does. As Artemis just exit.
That's unfortunate.
It's heavy.
Heavy,
Another 5
ignoring
seconds.
yellow flag. Oh god.
You know what? I gotta say I'm doing. Oh, it's heavy disqualified from session. Wow.
No way.
Williams also losing a driver as all the weight gets thrown on Plasterman, who sits in 13th. But with all these drivers being removed, there are, for the lower teams such as Haas and Williams, a lot more points to be grabbed as they are much closer to the more production of points.
Yes. Now it's interesting the AlphaTauri are now 4th and 5th as well.
With Kenny finishing such high last time and Clogmonger not having the best of races, this is huge for Clogmonger.
Yes. And just for the AlphaTauri team in general.
Exactly. As you have to feel after seeing Kenny finish so high up in the race last time, dropping to 4th after finishing initially in 2nd, Clogmonger, and Enrique picks up
5-second penalty with collision with Sweetman.
So you have to imagine that Enrique's picked up some front wing damage here as one.
Enrique's in front of Suitman, so it's interesting to see how they would have collided there.
Yeah, true. Artemis is a full lap behind, or full half lap behind, we'll say. Still unable to catch the pack of the safety car. Be able to, please. As the Suitman almost hits Enrique again. I can't seem if Enrique, he seems to be keeping his distance now, nervous of another penalty, as he wants to keep those owners of Alfa Romeo happy after just signing him from his what was a reserve spot at Mercedes,
which is and now turning into a full-time driver at Alfa Romeo. Tim Lee is now dropping back. Wonder why is that?
Where was he originally?
Monkey Mafia 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lanes.
That seems to be the popular one today. As yesterday, sorry, last week. Is it still yellow? Or are we are still in a safety car here. So it seems they're going to go one more time around, and that should allow Artemis to catch up, as we've slowly but surely gotten through 7 laps here at the Hanoi Street Circuit. With it having absolutely zero F1 history, this is sure one to go in for the books.
100%. I don't believe we've had a clean lap so far. We've had an incident every single lap.
I think lap 3 was.
Even under safety car.
Artemis has now retired from the session, as the Ferrari team will pick up no points for this race. Now, chat and viewers for today and for YouTube, I promise you this was not how the race was intended to happen, as last week we had 19 racers finish, I believe it was, with collisions, but a lot of clean and solid driving here, and we're really hoping that we can bring that to you here, because these are some really high quality drivers who we're on board with currently in Mahi Mahi, but especially in other big names like Brian Mosser and Kenny, these and Random Sirius, who is in 12th, which will be very exciting to see him work his way up the field. I'm very excited to get this race truly underway, as we have been completely teased on the way that this race has been going so far.
Yes. We are only a quarter of the way into the race at this moment. And we've already had 5 drivers fail to finish the race.
Which is just absurd numbers, and if we were to go off that, we're losing 5 drivers every 7 laps. We're gonna finish the race with five drivers, it seems.
Not even.
We'd
whole
be.
grid's gonna be gone.
I mean,
we're gonna have Tim Lee finish first.
Yeah, there we go. He's just got to survive, man. He's in some solid points here. His buddy in JC is holding down up in second here, as I'm on with Racing Ginger. But
as the race now starts.
It's like Nicky lost a bit of his wing in the final turn. That is unfortunate. He lost his right wing as he goes deep into turn 1. That is truly unfortunate.
Has already made a couple positions. Racing Ginger has dropped down.
Suitman a little bit shaky. You know he's going to take a dive at one of the AlphaTauris here, as Clogmonger goes at his own in Kenny. As Suitman goes on the outside, now to the inside. Takes a little bit of the corner, but does it clean as Kenny drops back to 6. And Suitman now seeing red with Clogmonger in front of him as he is trying to get the slipstream, but Clogmonger seemed to have exited that turn much better than he. Seems that Brian Mosser is, even through a half a lap, is already 3/4 of a lap, we can say now, has really already separated himself from the rest of the pack.
Yeah, he's just in another level compared to some of these other drivers.
I'd imagine Clogmonger's really making up time on Nicky as Nicky goes to the pit with his damaged right wing. It looks like Clogmonger also has a damaged right wing.
Which puts Superman up into 4th and Clog currently on the podium. Nick and Random Series now sitting last on the grid. Cam has found his way back up into 7th after a horrid start. But a good battle going on here between Clog and Superman as Enrique is just taking the position of Kenny.
There's 4 cars jam-packed in there.
I think there was a serious bomb.
You see, Cam just went in on Kenny there and seemed to have clipped his right wing. So we'll see if we can take a peek. He seems to still have it.
Serious battle between Superman and Clog here as they go side by side down the straight.
Just
he
gives him
holds
room.
it, pushes him off a little bit. I believe Clog has some damage to his front wing.
Yes, he does on the right side. He is missing that right flare there, the right outside piece there. So Superman should just be able to pull away from him smoothly now through this slalom section. As we get on board with Cam, as he's making up ground now in 6th place. As we said before, really needing to step up for the Renault team here to collect some points and keep that championship close, as a lot of the drivers are saying that they truly believe that it is simply between the Renault team and the Mercedes team for the winner. As we have Mosser and JC go to the pits.
Superman currently in 1st.
Now on here. Cam takes a run at Enrique and gets it. He is on the mediums here, so he may be able to run this compound until the end of the race. As we have a yellow flag, I believe that's Nick. Seems to once again damaged his front right wing. The Suitman picks up a penalty.
No one's having fun at this circuit so far.
I hear ya. I think I'd imagine the only person who's enjoying his time right now is Clogmonger, as he's one of the, and I guess JC Chase, but he has dropped back after he pitted. You could maybe argue Tim Lee's having a good time because he hasn't crashed himself into 19th yet, but the Suitman, who's actually replacing, or who's the reserve driver, sorry, now sitting what is in 1st on the soft top or soft compound, sorry. The only person not to make a stop yet is Kenny and Racing Ginger. As Brian Mosser goes to the hards, presumably to last the rest of the race. Oh, I just saw 2 penalties there. I was only able to catch one.
Yes. Monkey Mafia and Plaster Man, both 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
See, now that is the popular one right now.
Yes, it is. I think it was quite popular last race, but it was a bit more popular to be cutting corners, I believe. We're exceeding track boundaries.
Let's get on the board with Mahi here. He is just on the tail of Tim Lee, who has the soft compound with less laps on it, so you'd imagine he would pull away in the slalom section. But up to then, Mahi will have DRS up until that hairpin turn. Our current championship leader in Brian Mosser sits in 6th place as Tim Lee has left the session entirely. as we, I'm assuming, have a Tim Lee bot. As he is slowly falling back as Mahi pulls away.
Kenny with a 3-second time penalty. And 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. It's 8 seconds all up.
That's an 8-second whammy.
Tim Lee is back. Suitman has left the session.
Oh my. Cam taking a run at Clogmonger, going to the outside as Suitman. Oh, as Clogmonger comes back, gets pushed to the outside as they touch tires twice. As Cam has the inside. Sorry, I didn't see that penalty.
Clog running into the back of the Suit bot.
How's his? Do you see damage to his wing?
Yes, that's huge damage.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate.
Ran into the back of the Suit bot.
This will be a good little battle here as I'm in with Random Serious.
Oh, he's hit him again. He's hit the... Oh, that's huge damage.
Oh, he's got
wow. He has no front wing. I believe the bots are on such a low AI.
I think they're just...
That they break super early into the corners, so Clog would not have been expecting that. That's unfortunate from one of the leading drivers at the moment in this race.
Clog has now been passed by the Suitman. As I believe we have 2 AIs right now in the Suitman and Tim Lee.
No, Tim Lee's back.
Is he back now? Sorry, I just saw a Clogmonger just received another penalty.
I think Tim Lee returned much earlier. As Brian Moss is back into the pits again.
That seems to be fairly early, especially after using hards. He's going. Oh, he was to get a new wing, and he's put on softs. That's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tall ask, with 15 laps to go.
Well, Cam currently in first place, having no issues at the moment. He could well and truly take this race, considering Brian is now pitted for a new wing.
I'm on with JC here as he's on the back of the Suitman as he does not hit the bot. He seems to avoid the bot, will not get DRS, and is now getting chased by Mahi Mahi, who will get DRS.
And should go past the bot as well.
Oh, I'm scared for what's going to happen. He might not... Oh, he breaks wide, and he does not take a lunge, or he takes an outside lunge now. And passes clean as the Suitman pushes... It races through.
So as of right now, this is a strong showing by the Alfa Romeos.
Oh.
Second and fourth.
Oh, what a huge battle for 6 right here between Nicky and the 2 Alfa Romeos as he gets pinched with Random Serious and Brian Mosser. This is a massive battle here with
Do you mean the AlphaTauris?
AlphaTauris, sorry, thank you. A little clip onto the front of the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, Clog has damage.
Oh, Nicky goes to the wall. That's going to slow up the whole pack. Pushes Brian to the wall. Now, this is a race of...
Everyone's got damage here.
Nicky pulls off.
The AlphaTauris crashes. One of them tried to get into the pit lane. This is pandemonium here.
Another 5 and another 3 for Clogmonger. I can't help but laugh.
Absolutely nuts.
Then the Suitman's back.
The AlphaTauri colliding because I think Clog was on the inside of the corner and wanted to get into the pit lane, and Kenny was on the outside and in his way, so he's collected Kenny's front wing as he went in. Jeez, this race has been interesting. We're only halfway through, and there's already been a ton of track drama.
Oh, well, now, if you look in 8th, you'll see a lonely little Haas in the top 10 for what I believe is the first time this year, as he is on the soft, so I'd imagine he won't be able to ride that to the end of the race, but he shall enjoy.
He should pit once more.
As all of our racers have separated quite a bit here, and it would be a lot easier to do so. There being
The current
15
the
racers.
current fight right now is between Enrique and JC. In second and third, that's probably the closest battle on the grid at the moment. This has been a very interesting race, as Brian Mosser actually goes fastest lap. He's really trying to make a charge. He's currently trying to catch the, I believe, which is still the bot of Suitman at the moment.
No, I saw him join back.
Okay.
And Barry leaves the session. Who was disqualified, so which does not matter. JC should have a pretty simple pass here on
something's
Reek.
happened to Suitman.
As he goes...
He's now dropped down into dead last. Don't know what's
Inside
happened
gets
in this game.
clean and through. Past Enrique, as Enrique will not be able to battle back as he has dropped a full half second. We have the Suitman going at Brian Mosser. Seems to get a little bit of his wing taken out for his troubles here. As he has
Brian
lost...
now up into fifth.
Suitman will need to pit again as he has lost a part of his left front wing.
JC, interesting enough, now up into second as he has overtaken Enrique. But Cam's still holding a 10.5 second lead.
Could you check how old his tires are for me as Brian Mosser goes into the pits once again? As there's a yellow in Sector 3 as we seem to have a Williams spin out.
Cam is currently 12 laps into his mediums, which most likely will mean he is going to pit again before the end of this lap race. He's currently only made one stop in the race. Brian Mosser back into the pits again. May have lost some front wing.
It seems he's fitted the mediums here. Monkey Mafia now also in the top 10 as the Haas's are in the points. Or, I mean, everyone's technically in the points, but they're in, you know, the more points.
The more points.
Yeah. To believe, you know, for lack of a better term. As now we've gotten some cars bunched up here, which is nice to see, as there was a time there where it seemed every car was exactly evenly spaced out, but it seems like we have over half the field all in or exiting that turn of 7 and 8.
Racing Ginger and Brian Mosser, now the one to look as they come down the huge straight here at Hanoi. He won't get close enough to challenge into the hairpin.
Oh, as he does.
Oh, will he? Oh,
Racing
no.
Ginger goes so deep. He gifted that to Mosser. As Mosser goes purple in Sector 2. He must have locked up of some sort for him to go that far deep into that turn.
Or just completely miss his braking point.
Yeah. But that's... Yeah, I mean, it happens, but that is pretty bad. As Random Series...
Interesting, Mahi has also overtaken Enrique. Mahi now in third.
That's huge for Alfa Romeos right now.
Oh, 100%. As
they
Kenny
looked-
has now made positions up on both Monkey Mafia and Clog.
Tim Lee has seemed to keep his nose clean as he's sitting in 6th, as he is doing exactly what we've been suggesting and staying clean. And with this 7-second gap behind and 6-second gap ahead, it has made it very easy for him to do so.
Oh yeah, Tim Lee has been a massive improvement this race. Might have to get him on for interviews at the end.
We might have to get the grounds crew on for interviews. They've had quite the job to do, taking off 5 cars in 7 laps.
Yes. As we now look towards who has gained the most positions, it's currently between the Haas of Fee-Man, who currently sits in 5th, and what was Racing Ginger, but he's now been overtaken by Nicky. So at the moment, Fee-Man has made up 9 positions, currently being the hardest charger. Behind that is Mahi with 8 positions, as well as Racing Ginger with 8, and behind that Monkey Mafia with 7, Tim Lee with 7.
Sorry, Kenny and Random Serious here are going wheel to wheel through the slalom of Hanoi, as Kenny backs out to get a little bit more speed coming in to the final turns of, I believe it's 21 here, and then through 22, as he is right on the tail, as Sirius goes deep and hits the wall and clips and spins out, as Kenny now drives away clean.
We may well see another safety car here.
That's quite unfortunate. That is some gnarly wing damage, and if...
Yep, virtual safety car.
The Superman seemed to pull over to the side and is now 2 laps back. Random Serious with some major damage to his wing here.
Cam has now also climbed to a 12.5 second gap as he now comes into the pits.
Oh, perfect time. I'd imagine he may have just been waiting for that.
Well, now this is basically a free pit stop.
How many... Where's JC?
JC is coming around the last corner now.
He has...
You'd think as soon as this race starts up again...
And Cam has opted to the softs. If he... With nine
laps to go, or 10 laps to go, that might just be the good option here.
I know, and Mahi is also
Mahi also pitting
to the mediums. So if he can stay close, he may be able, as long as Enrique lets him by easily, as Enrique's on 13 old mediums, as he should have pitted. If he's able to stay close, Mahi, which is now it seems to be a 17-second gap between Cam. So
JC currently on 8-lap-old mediums in first place with Cam on super fresh softs. Yellow in sector 3 with one of the...
Sirius has crashed out from the session.
That's unfortunate.
He was not able to get back to the pits after crashing, coming through turn 22 as he was battling. I believe it was Kenny, and unfortunately won't be able to get any points that he's not 90% way through the race, as it'll take 2 laps for the Suitman to pass him into 14th. As long as he can stay clean, he will get some extra points out of an unfortunate crash from Random Serious.
To complete 90% of the race, you must complete, I believe it's either 25 or 26 laps. It says 25.2 laps, but we'll say that is 25. Must complete 25 laps.
As now we lose another driver, we did lose another driver. There is 15 left. We haven't stayed on what our average was through the first 7 laps, as we have a yellow flag in sector 3, as it seems has been Kenny went extremely deep as Fee-Man collects a 5-second penalty.
So how are we looking for penalties at the moment? I believe both Haas had an additional 5 seconds from the start of the race.
It's for those who are still in the race. Starting with the suit man, I have him at 3 seconds. As a Fee-Man and Tim Lee, Plasterman picks up another one. As if he knew we were talking about penalties, he wanted to get his name up on the board once again, as he has now 10 seconds worth of penalties. Cam, who is now leading, has 0, so that's huge for the Renault if he's able to pull this win out. Monkey Mafia and Fee-Man, both with 5-second penalties, and Monkey Mafia I have is for another additional 5 seconds. But all they have to do is finish this race to get some points, because there's a lot more points up for grab with how many DNFs there's been, as Plasterman enters the pits. Kenny currently with 8 seconds worth of penalties from what I have. And Clogmonger, who is still with us in 11th place there, I have with 13 seconds worth of penalties as well. And Random Serious, who is now DNF'd, had 5 seconds but now has no race. So, Enrique is on the tail of Brian Mosser. He's nearly within a second to get DRS onto those long straights.
How are we going for time since the start of the race? How long has the race been going for?
31 minutes. Or no, it's been a little longer than that, but I accidentally messed up the timing of it, so I'm seeming to do 2 separate 2 hours worth. As Enrique goes purple and is now right on the tail of the current player or drivers championship of Brian Mosser, as he will get DRS again, comes through those turns 7, 8, and 9 fairly clean and does not lose, if not gain, time on Brian Mosser. As he's about to enter the DRS, he is within 0.4 of a second and now has DRS as he goes to the inside, which now will turn into the outside and gets a clean pass into the hairpin on Brian Mosser.
So getting back on his ex-teammate then?
Yes. As he also goes purple in Sector 2. If he just stay clean, he is on softs, he can get the additional. As I say, JC picks up fastest lap with a 1:38.972.
That's
we have
huge.
A yellow flag. We had a yellow flag there.
Virtual safety car.
Oh, that's
He's
heartbreaking for Enrique. He was on a heater of a lap. As things will bunch up. Not really, as I'm not sure where the virtual safety car was, but I did see one of the racing points.
Nicky, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
That's his first penalty from what I have right now. Enrique drive-through penalty. Speeding. Oh, and we have a... Tim Lee is now gone. Tim Lee has crashed off and has a DNF. That is...
Fee-Man also picking up a 5-second. We were just talking about Tim Lee just being very consistent this race, and now he's crashed off.
And unfortunately, that is not 90%, as
No.
he will not be able to pick up points, as the suit man has still yet to make up the 2 laps that Random Series crashed out on. It's, as it seems, is now 10 minutes ago. But if he keeps going, he's going to guarantee himself 13th place, so you might as well keep driving. As just looking quickly here, the difference between 15th and 13th is a total of 2 points, but that may be that is 2 massive points right now, as he is the only McLaren on track.
So how would the points work if Soup finishes 15th, but Tim Lee and Random Series are out? Does that make Soupman go 13th and get the 13th place points, or would he get the 15th place points?
Now, if this were my league, I'd just run him right up to 13th. But if it were to be that late in the race, I'd imagine that Tim Lee and Random Series were past 90%. But in a situation like this, the only way that Suitman wouldn't be able to complete 4 laps or 3 laps before the end of the race, he'd be having to drive on his rims. As we have 12, kind of 13 drivers still left in today's race. It has been one for, I'm assuming, is going to be a spectacle of a season. As we have all the drivers extremely split out on the racetrack right now. As Monkey Mafia enters the pit for, I believe, is the 3rd time today. 4th time. Right now, the Alfa Romeos are sitting 3 and 4, which is very huge for them.
3 and 5.
3 and 5, thank you, sorry. Which is very big for them. The Alpha Tauri's
I believe
also...
Enrique had to come back in for another pit stop. For whatever reason. Cam's still absolutely dominating this race. With currently no penalties either, so he's just cruising it.
So, Brian, who sits with fastest lap right now? I believe it's JC.
Yes, JC is currently fastest with a 38.9.
So if right now I'm looking at the constructor points here, and Alfa Romeo and Renault in Formula 1 point system would be tied for constructors of the day. But with this point system and JC currently having fastest lap, the Alfa Romeos would collect constructor of the day with a total of 60 points.
That's
which is
huge for their season.
Totally. And which
especially
would,
for Enrique.
Yes, exactly. Coming from the Mercedes team, where he was very open about having a disappointing finish in 14th, as he believed that he could bring more to the table. And has, in this race, with, there being 2, 4, 6, 7 drivers who have either disqualified or have DNF'd out of this race, is still a respectable finish in 5th.
So at the end of this lap, everyone will have gained points regardless of whether they finish.
Now, the suit man is still 2 laps behind. I'd imagine
he's 9 laps for me.
9 laps behind?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a glitch or if
must be. To leader? Oh, okay, so you're on leader interval. Okay, so he's 9 laps behind. Wow. So he, unless he makes up 6 laps, he will not complete 90% of the race. He's now 10 laps behind. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but now 26 laps have been done, which you said, as we've seen, we have a yellow in Sector 3 there.
Sector 3. That looks like one of the Mercedes.
It is Brian Motzer.
Has he lost front wing? I believe so. He's going a bit slower. Oh,
he
he's
hits
just hit the wall again.
He just smacked. Oh, he's getting really loose.
He's not having fun today. Even though fourth is quite a good finish for him, especially being the points leader. But I believe after Cam's second place in Canada, and now his first place here, he may just well take the lead.
So right now, who's our hard charger of the day?
If I look towards position change, Racing Ginger actually with 9 places gained, currently sitting in 8. Behind that is Monkey Mafia with 8 and Mahi Mahi with 8.
Wow. Now, is Monkey Mafia... Mahi Mafi doesn't seem to be able to make up that extra spot to tie. So right now...
But Racing Ginger could lose his spot to Clog.
Yes, as Clog, you'd imagine, is very disappointed with the way that this race turned out. He did seem that he was going to finish, or have a decent chance for a podium here. And with all these drivers left, you'd imagine him being very annoyed with the way that this has turned out. As with all 20 drivers, you think he'd imagine he'd be on the podium. But now with only 13 drivers, he's in the second half of the drivers that are survived. I wonder if Clog Monitor has quite a bit of ground to make up, and it doesn't seem like he'll be able to, as this race seems to be coming to
2.1 seconds behind Racing Ginger.
And Ginger's opening the gap. This race seems to be coming to a dull end.
Well, there is a fight between oh no, that's just a Mahi Masi lapping one of, I think, the Williams of Plasterman. I thought there was a battle taking place.
Oh,
but,
can he pit so very late and loses a spot?
Damage.
He must have. He lost a spot. Now loses
Racing
another.
Ginger jumps up in the 7th and now has 10 places gained.
There we go. So Racing Ginger, you can chalk up as our driver of the day, or our hard charger.
I think at this point I'm willing to give driver of the day to Mahi Mahi. Finishing third and gaining 8 places.
I'd give him that too. Cam deserves to come on. Racing Ginger being the hard charger.
I think in terms of post-race interviews, I think we get Cam for the win, JC for second and fastest lap, Mahi Mahi for what is most likely driver of the day, and probably Racing Ginger.
If there's time.
Charger, if there's time. How are we going for time?
We are sitting with 15 minutes left, so we should be able to get all these guys in, even if we want to do a little post-race as well. I'll start messaging the drivers here, so hopefully that they have time to see these.
As Cam comes around the final corner. And that is the end of the Vietnam GP. Cam with a huge win here. It's sad for his teammate in Barry to be disqualified so early.
So early.
Being stuck on the grid, not being able to do anything. Just sucks.
I'm just going through the drivers here. GC.
What's Mahi Mahi's Discord?
I've got it on the driver bio there. It's Anchor. Uh-oh, we just released it to all of his fans. It's I'm messaging.
They won't know the rest of it.
Yeah. No, that's all it is.
What's Racing Ginger? Ah, there we go.
I've already messaged him. And who was our last one that we were wanting there? Racing Ginger, Cam, JC, and Mahi. I'll message him after. I'll message him right now. Sorry. Ooh. So, who do you want to get in first here? I've got JC.
Just whoever we can.
I've got JC ready to go here. I'll see if I... Or would you be able to add him here? As I've got the live stream here, so I'd like to be able to keep up all the...
Yes.
Thank you. There we go. Racing Ginger's in. If you can just stay with us here for a second here, Racing Ginger. We're just trying to get things settled here. Alright, as we've come to a conclusion here, we have the Suit Man finishing in 15th, which I presume will be 13th. And going up the order, we have Monkey Mafia in 12th, Plasterman, Fiendman in 10th, Clogmonger, Nikki, Racing Ginger in 7th, Kenny in 6th, Enrique with a big 5th place finish for him, finishing just behind what was his teammate of last week in Brian Mosser, who is not anymore the driver championship leader, as that has now been taken by who is the leader of the winner of this race in Cam 52-52, followed by JC Chase in second and Mahi 250 in third. As a huge day from the Alfa Romeos. As before this race, we're sitting in what was 6th of the drivers or the constructors championship, now should vault them up the table, possibly to 3rd, due to an unbelievable race from Mahi and Enrique after this what was crazy race, we can say, with all of these DNFs and disqualifications and crashes and wall clippings and what else happened. There was just unbelievable amount of stuff.
Yeah.
And
a lot of issues with disconnections. But,
yes. That as well.
How it is at the moment.
As you say that, it seems we're still waiting for the Suit Man to finish up his lap as we can officially bring this race to a close. Lots of debris on track today, as the stewards really had a lot of work. Or sorry, the race crew really had a lot of work. Virtual work to be able to keep this track clean, as the Suit Man is entering a nearly 5-minute lap, which is unbelievable how I did not notice that he was on that long of a lap, seeing how the race has been done for nearly 5 minutes. Nikki, speaking of, first race of the season, it seems like we have some... Oh, there we go. He finished his Sector 3 in 2 minutes. Alrighty then. As we have JC joining the party as well. You have to give us a second here.
What's Cam? What are the numbers at the interviews?
Cam 5252. Well, sorry guys, if you can just give us a second, can we just get a check from both of you, JC and Racing Ginger? Can you just say hi or something? Yeah, you're good.
Hi.
And you guys, both of your record settings are on audio share. Can you just check that for me too, please, quickly here?
It should be.
Cam
We'll
is
also
in.
have Cam join us. Cam, just to check your party settings are okay.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you. We just want to make sure that the stream and the YouTube channel will be able to hear you. So if you can just go to your share settings, just make sure that your audio is on share. Okay, this game has to be glitch. The Suitman is now on a nearly 7-minute lap. All right. So now who are we waiting for this last person here, Stat?
Just Mahi. He's just joined.
Awesome.
Mahi. How much time have we got?
We've got 8 minutes here.
Okay.
So we'll try and save a solid minute and a half per.
Should be fine now.
Okay, let's start with the race winner with Cam. Absolutely excellent performance today. Really dominated, especially the second half of the race. After what was a chaotic start, just talk us through the start of your race for us.
Yeah, I was feeling pretty confident going into turn one. You know, Brian was to the right of me, I was right behind him, and then all of a sudden, I tuned into Jerry Springer. I had no idea. All kinds of the safety car. There's something to be said about safety car in turn one, but then there's something else entirely to be said about safety car before even turn one. And so I pinged to my teammate C. Barry, and just to make sure he was okay. And apparently he got stuck at the start with some type of race start glitch.
Yeah, he wasn't able to move off the glitch, and ended up having the two Haas drivers drive right into the back of him.
So that was very upsetting and emotional for me.
That's awful, having your teammate just bow out so early.
Yeah, and then there was a collision. I got rear-ended at some point shortly after that turn one, and then had to pit on lap 2 for new wing and mediums, and just pure luck. It was like picking up $100. There was a safety car, and yeah, and then it was just pure luck after that, and then I was somehow got brought up to first, and yeah, a huge shout out to at one point, or at least going for an overtake, and everyone else is fun time. Thank you.
Yeah, you were able to get really lucky with your second stop as well on that virtual safety car.
Oh,
that
perfect.
that seemed to be great timing as well, as I was able to hold off JC just that ever little bit as he was coming around the last couple of corners, heading down that start finish straight.
Speaking of JC, sorry, we're kind of getting short on time here. We'd like to get through all the drivers.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much. Take care.
Awesome. Congratulations on the race win again. JC, talk us through your second place here, man. You must be very proud representing the Racing Point and coming up so high there.
And your teammate Tim Lee, he was putting in a quite a great performance this week compared to last week, especially in terms of also keeping his nose clean. But he was just very unlucky to then crash out. I think around lap 20, maybe a little earlier than that. So. Yeah, missing out on a good lot of points, but still a very good result in the end. Yeah, thanks. And now we move on to Mahi, finishing third, and our driver of the day as well, picking up
really?
eight positions during the race and finishing third.
Yeah, that was a crazy race. I feel like I didn't do much. I just sort of stayed out of the chaos, and everybody else fell away. I think there were quite a few disconnects and scuffles between drivers.
It was truly a chaotic race today. And just to be clear, you are our driver of the day that we've chosen. The hard charger will go to Racing Ginger for the extra point on top of it. But we were very happy with how you got yourself to the podium there.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. I mean, I got wing damage early, and I thought I was going to try and sort of just stay out there. I think it was like lap 3, right after the restart. And then I figured I'd just get hard tires and try to go as long as possible. And that worked out, because by the time I pitted for my last stop, I was already in P3, and then I was just coasting to the flag.
And your teammate Enrique pulling up some really good points for Alfa Romeo today after his somewhat poor finish with Mercedes the week before. How do you feel about your teammate?
Sorry, just quickly, we're getting news that the chat can't hear you there, Mahi. Can you try and figure that out quick? While you do that, we're going to try and
really?
Yeah, we're going to try and get Racing Ginger on here, as we got about 3 minutes left here until we're at our cap. So, Racing Ginger, you there, bud?
Yep.
Awesome. So, what went through your head here today? This was quite the race. I mean, it was just crashes and, as they were saying, disconnects and just all over the place. What was going through your mind?
My number one goal for today was just to keep my car clean so I didn't have to go in and repair damage. And like I had doing my practice runs earlier this week, so that was my goal, and I guess I did it.
There you go.
You were able to pull off hardest charger in the field with 9 positions gained. So that was an incredible job. Just the fact of being able to keep your nose clean through the race was just able to just pay dividends to you in the end.
Yeah, it did. And like qualifying, I wanted to qualify towards the back, so I wasn't caught up in the middle of all that stuff. So
we're glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Well deserved hard charger for you. What did you say? That was 9 positions that he gained?
Yes, 9 positions.
Yeah, terrific stuff. Terrific stuff. Now, Mahi, are you back with us?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I set the always allow, so you guys should be able to hear me, all of you.
Huh.
Not sure though.
That's odd. I mean, I've had that too with my friend before, so it may just be some sort of glitch. I'm not sure. Maybe we can get that. Oh, now we can hear him. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully, Trat wasn't just trolling me for fun there, but so. Which, I mean, I'd be honored if chat was. That means we've got some followers who just like to take the piss out of me, but you know what, I'll take it. Now, we're just gonna we got a minute and 20 seconds here, guys, so we're just gonna take it down here and just kind of break away for the end of this stream here, if you guys don't mind.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Yes,
thank you
all very much.
All right,
so interesting race here in Vietnam. It's a crazy finish with almost half the grid not being able to finish, but overall a really good race. Thanks for tuning in to this week's race of the MidWest F1 League. Hopefully we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, next week we are in Brazil on August 13th, and let me pull up my time chart here as I'm on the Pacific Coast, so it'll be at 6:30. In the Central, it'll be 7:30, East 8:30, and so on and so forth. Or no, all the way east is 9:30, and so on and so forth. And what time will it be for you there in Australia there, Stat?
In Australia, it will be 11:30 on the dot.
There we go. So that is AM and PM for all of the North American folks here. But I'll just take us home here quick. I just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. We'll be here, like I said, 1 week from today. Please join and follow the season as we go through it with 14 weeks left in Brazil next week, on August 13th.